So, today is the 1st of January 2022. We've gone through another year of COVID, and I don't know about you, but on New Year's Eve I tend to have a drink or two. Now, I'm not claiming to speak from personal experience here, but sometimes it's possible on a day like New Year's Eve to have maybe one too many of those delightful beverages that see you through to a new year, and you get to shout and scream and say Happy New Year and all that kind of good stuff. But maybe the following day, after you've had a wonderful time with friends or your loved ones, or maybe they're all the same people, or maybe with a bunch of strangers at a rave somewhere, catching COVID this year if you did that. So I hope you did not do that. But maybe you feel a bit delicate, and I'm going to say it's about 6:30 here in the evening, and I did not have too much to drink yesterday so that I feel terrible today. However, I am nothing other than a completely caring individual who thinks about people who might want to make a cocktail, but they're also feeling a little on the rough side. And sometimes it feels that the only option you have for the hair of the dog is to have a Bloody Mary with a bunch of Tabasco and Worcester sauce, and many people like to put, as far as I can tell, their entire brunch on a stick stuck into it. I'm thinking of my friend Scott, and you're all there. Actually, Scott, so if you're watching this, yes, I have seen your creations, and yes, I'm bummed you've never made me one. But there are other ways to do that, sort of ease your way back into feeling okay again. And I came across this cocktail called, funnily enough, Hair of the Dog. And it's a whiskey-based one, and I'm guessing it comes from Scotland, but who really knows? I don't know. But it's one of those remarkably easy to drink, and the hair of the dog that bit you the night before may well be your cure. So let's just make this. It's as many of these are, super easy to put together. It uses Teacher's Highland cream, blended Scotch whiskey. You can, of course, use any kind of, I think you can use absolutely any kind of whiskey at all you like for this drink, because it's mellowed out by the other ingredients. And we need, I'm a bit short there, I've got to be careful, 2 ounces of Highland cream. Oh, that was just exactly enough, right up to the top there. Luckily there's a line in there for my next ingredient, which is half and half. I should have a little sniff of it first. I should drink a bit like the dude does in The Big Lebowski, just to see if it's on or not. I'm looking at the date, and actually it is. Half and half here in America. In England, you'd probably use single cream or something like that. Slightly less than of the, let me see if I can see the measuring there, great. We need 1.5 ounces of that, like so. And then the final ingredient is honey, and I've got some honey, is it organic, raw, wildflower honey. I usually use honey syrup or runny honey. So to make that, you mix with a little bit of hot water, and that really makes it much easier to pour. But this is pretty runny already, and I think that's going to be okay as it is. I am going to put in 3, there's 1, 2, I'm counting very slowly. It being honey, it doesn't pour as quickly as some of these other liquids do. Duh, should have thought about that. And that's why runny honey often is quite good, because then, it'll get into your drink faster. But we're not probably in a big rush. If you're thinking of this as your morning after, or in this case, evening after a night out, maybe you've got a bit of time to spare and you want to sort of move a little bit gingerly. Maybe your head's hurting, you're not feeling great in the stomach, and maybe you think the world's going to end. Who knows? But maybe this will make it feel a bit better. It's got some cream in there, so we're going to shake this. It's not a stir drink, and also you'd want to shake it hard to get all the honey to mix in. So let's just do that. I can hear all the ice breaking up in there. It's very cold very quickly, which is what you want to happen. And we are going to pour this, I'm going to strain that into my cocktail glass. It is a really yummy looking milkshakey like drink, really thick and foamy. It's not your grandma's milkshake. Well, actually this would be my grandma's milkshake, because on my dad's side, she really liked Teacher's Highland, so maybe this is exactly her milkshake. that's a good name for this cocktail. I think that would work quite well. I'm going to move just over here to be able to get my grater, because the only garnish on this, and this is kind of optional really, you don't really need to do that, is a little bit of nutmeg, but that makes it really sort of seasonal. It feels, you know, you get that little bit of spice on top and the smell as you're taking the drink. I think that makes it very sort of appropriate for the time of year. Okay, let's see if this drink will get you through another Hogmanay. Oh, yum. I wasn't feeling bad, but now I feel even better. Cheers.